3, 2, 1. Blast off. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday and Winder here at your local yarn store, the Yarn Winder. I'm so happy to be here, Sandra.
I'm so happy you're back.
Christmas is around the corner.
Yes. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let's go ahead and wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I also found out that Hanukkah starts December 25th in the evening and goes to, I think, January 2nd. So happy Hanukkah to our friends. Happy Kwanzaa.
Yes,
happy
Kwanzaa.
All the things.
I just love this time of year,
Me too.
all the lights and the celebrations that we have.
Me too.
So anyways, we're glad to be here with you guys this morning, and I see we have a lot of friends that are
Hey,
joining
Elizabeth.
us.
Hey, Matt. Hey, Melissa.
We actually are filming live on Instagram. We go live Wednesday mornings at 11:30 in the morning. Then we put the taped replay on YouTube. And so on YouTube is where we will post all of the pattern names that we talk about in today's show. But this time we have two cameras looking at us today, you guys, because we're filming. Instagram only allows us to film portraits, and then we have another camera filming us, and it is landscape. And so the landscape is the version that we're going to put up on YouTube after the show.
Yes.
And one of the great things about YouTube is that you can speed us up or slow us down.
Yes.
By the playback speed. And of course, you'll see all of the names of the patterns that we talk about. And so we hope that you guys will like us and follow on Instagram as well as on YouTube, because we actually hit 50 followers.
51 to be exact.
51 this morning.
To be exact, yes.
So we appreciate everybody. We get special kinds of perks with on YouTube.
I think the 50 thing was so that we could attach links. So we may now be able to attach links to the Ravelry.
We'll try that today.
We'll try.
We got some tap dancing from Melissa.
Melissa's always dancing.
That's
Hey,
wonderful.
Casey.
Appreciate you guys being here. Hey, Casey. Hello, Matt. And like I said, this is Wednesday in Winder.
Yep. Episode 5.
Episode
Did we say
5.
that?
We didn't say that. I'm glad that you
episode 5.
reminded me. And this is actually our last recording of 2024. We won't be back again until next year. I always love to say that. We'll be back next year. January the 8th will be our next live stream that we're going to do.
Yes.
So, and my name is Julia, and I feel like I am in recovery from my knitting because I have just emotionally unraveled with a couple of my projects, and we'll talk about that later. But Sandra is the owner and operator of the Yarn Winder, and you have been enjoying Knitter's Euphoria with all of your cast-offs.
Oh gosh, yes. I finally got some things off the needles,
You
so
sure did.
it feels really good.
I can't wait for you to show everybody.
Thank you.
Everybody's looking forward to seeing what you've been up to.
I'm sure they're tired of hearing about it, especially on
it.
Wednesdays, so I'm glad it's done.
I'm glad it's done too for you.
Yep.
And I would like to encourage everybody to please sign up for the newsletter, which you can do online at theyarnwinder.com. Also, if you come visit us, we have a clipboard at the register.
Analog.
And you can just write your name down and we will add you to get the newsletter, because that's where you're going to find out about all of the store news. Like we have holiday hours.
Yes. Okay, so let's jump in and talk about that. I wrote them down on a little sticky note. So starting this Saturday, December 21st. Hey, Jane. Hope you guys are cooler than we are. We're 70 degrees down here in Georgia today. December 21st, we're going to close early. We're going to close at 4 o'clock instead of 6. So it'll be open from 10 to 4 on Saturday. And then from the 22nd through the 25th, we're just going to be closed. We will reopen on the 26th from 12 to 6. So we're opening a little later the day after Christmas. And then the 29th through the 1st of January will be closed again. And then on the 2nd of January, we will reopen 10 to 6. So just gonna spend some time. So this Saturday is my anniversary. So
happy anniversary.
Thank you. So we're just gonna,
That's great.
Yeah, we're just gonna spend some time.
with your main squeeze.
Yes.
Yes, I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
He's gonna actually be here on Saturday.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's gonna come work the shop with me.
Well, I'll have to come by and say hi to Brian.
Yes,
and
please.
Wish them a happy anniversary.
Aw, thanks.
How many years is it?
3 plus 20.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
That's great.
Thank you.
So we also, the Saturday is the knit along, also known as a cowl, and we've been doing the Songbird socks and the hat that she has as well by Katie Herod.
Spruce grouse.
I can never say
I know,
it,
that's why I did it for you.
Thank you for speaking up for
Spruce
me
grouse.
there.
Yep.
And I'm doing the Kevin socks. We have a couple of other, handful of other people also doing the Kevin socks. And you have made it past the Kevin socks and onto the Ellen socks.
Yes.
And Kim's knitting the hat.
Yes.
So, but that is also the Saturday from 1 to 3. And we're also going to announce we have a crochet along. So Cal and Cowl, so C-A-L is crochet along, knit along is K-A-L, but they sound the same.
They do.
That just kind of hit me. So, but in January, we have a crochet along, and we have picked 2 different hats that the maker can choose which one that they prefer. We have what's called the Easy Everyday Beanie, and I'll put this up to the camera. And we've pulled a couple of different yarns, because both of these use worsted weight. And then we also have this one, which is called the Divine Hat. And so you could choose from either of those, and they're both free patterns, you guys.
Yes.
And all we ask is that you buy the yarn from us.
Yep.
And Sandra's picked some
I just picked
great
some
yarns.
yarns. So of course Malabria Rios is always on our to-do list because it's just beautiful. It's fun to work with. It's a good price point too.
It is.
I feel like it's a good price point.
It is.
And then of course, even a better price point is your Barocco Vintage worsted weight. So we got several colors in that. I just picked a blue one. But then you know what? They're especially the beanie one, the Everyday Easy Beanie. I thought that would be fun and like a variegated.
This one?
Yeah, it's like ribbed, just to add some flair to a hat. So any worsted weight yarn would work. But yeah, those are ones I
I've been knitting
chose.
with all of those this season, it seems like.
Which
and
one's
I
your
love all
favorite?
of them. Well, Malabrigo Rios has a special place in my heart
agree.
because I think they do an excellent job with the dyeing of the yarn. There's so much personality.
Yes.
And the color shows up in the, and it's like a round shape yarn.
It's
Is that what
springy.
you would call it? Is a round, springy?
It's springy, it's soft, it's squishy, it's all the good things.
And I've been knitting. I bought a couple of these the last time I was in the store, the Barocco Vintage, and to make hats.
Yes.
Because I plan on making the spruce
grouse
hat.
There you go. I know we want it to rhyme so bad, but it doesn't.
And one of the things that I found with making the hats is it only took half a skein. So my plan is to make hats and gloves.
So the
with all of
spruce
these.
grouse only took half a
Only
skein.
took half a skein.
And how
enough
many
to
yards
make
are in here?
200.
210, and there's 218. So you can get 2 hats out of that one too.
Yeah. Either 2 hats or matching gloves.
Yeah.
So that's my plan. But
That's
so
fantastic,
I'm excited to see all you crochet makers out there in the store on Saturdays as
Yes.
well. But I encourage, and I'm sure you do too, that if you haven't finished your December knit along sock or hat, to still come in January and knit it with the crocheters.
I'll be still knitting the Scott Calvin ones because I haven't even started those yet. So Scott
Oh,
Calvin
you're
will be
doing
January.
all 3 of those
I'm
patterns?
gonna try. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's impressive.
Yeah.
I might still be making my Kevin socks. We're going to have to see how it goes.
That's cool.
Just because I have so many other things on the needles. But I'll be here in January on Saturday.
Yes.
And hoping to get inspired by all you crocheters, because crocheting is one of those on my bingo card list.
Ding, ding,
Yes.
ding. Why don't we talk about that for a second?
So Hadia.
Yes.
had-
Hi, Hadia. If
Good
you're
morning
here.
if you're watching. But we had a great conversation where I guess she's also into bullet journaling. And so she had created a form that's kind of like a bingo card is what she was calling it, where she puts down different ideas for what she's wanting to learn or to make. And then she gives herself a star or a check mark when she gets it, when she accomplishes
For
it.
the entire year.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
wanting to make one for the entire year.
Yes.
And I've talked about how I've wanted to make baubles and I wanted to knit with mohair or surrey, and I've already accomplished both of those things. And so I'm trying to make a list of some things.
Are you one of those
inspire
people
me.
that's going to put it on your list and check it off because you've already done it?
No, I won't.
Oh, I will totally do that.
Should I? go ahead and
I
do
totally
that.
do
I
that.
think I have such a long list of things I'm wanting to learn because to me, all those different techniques, and even if it's knitting with a certain brand of yarn, that's all things that inspire me and keep the hobby fresh.
True.
So
But you
to
also
me,
have
it's
a sense of
accomplished.
accomplishment. Check.
It is. Yeah, checking it off. Maybe what I'll do is make a column, and these are what I learned in 2024, and this is what I want to learn in 2025.
There you go.
But so we're going to be kind of offering some guidance, I suppose, and for January for anybody else who might be interested in doing a similar thing as well. And let's see, it seems like there was another thing. Oh, we also have an annual.
Do you know what my favorite day of the week is?
Wednesday?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know why it's my favorite day of the week?
Because we have all of our friends that come to the shop.
Yes. There are so many people that come and gather together on Wednesday to share a love of the fiber arts. And so gathering is going to be a theme for 2025.
I love that.
Yes.
And I'll show you guys a picture to
Tease.
tease you guys. This is called the Anthology Throw, and it can be knit or crocheted.
Yes.
So we have a lot more information about it in January when we're back on January the 8th, so that we can kind of tell you more about it. But we just wanted to put this out there that we're going to have an all-year annual knit along and crochet along, so that we can all get together and make this beautiful throw.
Yes.
I've seen it. It doesn't have to be just a blanket. I've seen it where people wrap it around their shoulders too.
It's a pie shape. Yes. Circular.
Yes. I've never done
However, it spoke to my soul because I saw one picture. Now this picture is glorious because they've got it draped over their bed. But there was also another picture where they had it as like hanging behind their headboard. Like a wall hanging. It was beautiful. There's so many things you can do. Yes. Yes.
I love it.
It's beautiful.
I can't wait. I'm going to participate with it.
Me too.
And to me, I've knit a lap blanket before, a Casapinka knit. It was
that was fun.
Knit along. So, but this is going to be the largest blanket style anything I've ever knit.
I think it ends up being like over 1,000 stitches at the end.
What an
Casting that off will be fun.
Talk about a dopamine hit when that comes off the needle.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure. So also another thing that we have still left over are a couple of mystery boxes, you guys. So if you're interested, come see us because we only have a couple of boxes left. Each of the boxes is different and they all have their own price range, and it's a mystery as to what is in it. But it is yarn. We can say that it is yarn.
It is yarn. And I tell you how many skeins are in there, so at least you know what you're getting. Good morning, Laurie. Good morning. Yes, so those are, I think we have 3 or 4 left, I think.
Those went pretty quickly.
They did. Yep. And lots of people, like I said, are putting them under their tree and
if you can wait and you like surprises, and you can just have that under your tree, and it truly is a surprise.
To me too, because I don't remember what's in there anymore.
I know. That was a little while ago that you packaged that up.
Yep.
Nope. Now, also, the next thing we have on our list of notions that we love. That's a segment
do we want to
that
talk? Oh, hang on. Let's go back.
Oh, new items. How could I skip over that?
I don't know, but I'm not going to let you put the speed bumps on. Okay, so I posted this yesterday. This is a new base for the local craftery. I'm super excited about it because it's got little neon specks of tweed in there, and they glow under black light. If you were here in May, then you know we did a neon night and everything was glowing under the black light. It was so much fun. So all I can think about is this right here. So this was posted yesterday, but then I brought 2 more colors in today that came off the drying racks. And the first one is this awesome yellow. You want to talk about glowing?
Yes.
This is going to glow. But look at the little color specks.
So
They're so
does the
cute.
yarn glow or
this
the
yarn will?
Tweed glows?
Both. On this one, both.
Wow.
For sure. This one, maybe. But definitely the tweed. The tweed will glow. I almost wanted us to have a black light out so I could turn it on and show it, but that's a little extra. So I know, Melissa. I know. So hot pink is drying right now.
And this is fingering, right?
It is fingering.
All 3 of these are fingering.
So
I see myself wanting to make a a shawl.
I thought the same thing, but more colors are coming. So
be a great
springy
and even into summer, like at the beach. I mean, can't you see it? So like the seasonal.
So good.
And then it glows in the dark. I just love that. Good job with those colors.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Hot pink is on the drying rack. Baby pink is coming next week. And there's one more color that I haven't decided yet.
Oh,
yeah, it's a mystery even to me.
Out.
Yes. We'll see what happens. But yeah, those are new.
Great job. And then
thank you. Oh, sorry. And then there's this. This was a re-dye for a friend named Ursula. She was knitting socks out of these and ran out. So I dyed a few more skeins. So there will be a few at the shop.
She was knitting the hibernal, wasn't she?
She was. DK hibernals. Yes. So this is on the DK
She came into the shop last week and she was showing them to me. And I fell in love with the yarn and I said, please, Sandra, make at least one skein for me.
Yep. So there's a few here.
That's beautiful.
While supplies last. Yep.
Glow in the dark for the win.
Yeah. Yes, Matt. Yes, Matt.
Okay, so now we will talk about notions that we love.
Notions we love.
Would you like to go first?
I will, but do you know what I forgot to do? Was
pull yours out?
I did.
Oh, do you want to use mine? Or do you want to grab? You want me to grab them? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
It's okay. My notions, I don't have to show it, but you can show yours. My notions that I love this week are project bags. I am a bagaholic. Any way you slice it, I can't have too many.
Me
I just
either.
can't. I can't have too many. And they come in all shapes and sizes and all colors and prints. And
they're gusseted, you guys, so that they stand up well and they really fill up nicely.
Yes.
And then they have this drawstring. But you have some in here that are also for Georgia Bulldog fans.
Yes.
There's some Georgia Bulldog prints.
Yep.
There's a couple of other holiday prints. Not this one. This one is mine.
I know.
But there's other ones. I see
there's
a
a couple more
rocking horse
Christmases
over there.
Yes, there's a couple of Christmas bags left. So come see us if you need a last minute little gift. How fun would that be to use the project bag as the gift bag and then fill it with yarn or notions or a book or whatever. And your bag is already done.
That's a great idea.
I know. I'm speaking to you, Brian.
Brian, are you listening?
It's a great idea.
Should I write it down and text him?
Melissa, get with Brian. It's a great idea.
I know, I can never have too many.
Never too many.
And of course, I love the seasonal ones as well because, you know.
You like seasonal things.
I like seasonal things.
I think it's great.
Just keeps you, you know, in the mood and makes all your knitting just kind of match.
I do have a friend that comes in, I won't say her name just in case she gets embarrassed, but she matches her yarn to her project bag every single time. I think that's really cute.
That is cute. Giving me an idea.
Enabling.
That's what we do best.
Yes,
right?
it is. It's,
So my favorite notion is this set of needles. Matt, my husband, actually purchased this set for me for my birthday back in April. And I had avoided getting a set of needles. This set goes from a size 2 all the way to a size 15, and then it has all these different stopper, what do you call it? Well, it comes with a 16 inch, a 24, 40 inch, 32 inch.
So it's an interchangeable set.
And then it has with Hiya at least, you can, if you have the little, there's a little thingy that you put, like, so if you have a small, like some of these, you can adapters, thank you. So you can put the adapter in and use the same cord, whether it's a small or whether it's a large needle.
Yes.
So
that's relatively new for them because when I bought my sets, I had to buy 2 separate sets. I had to buy the small set and the large set, which is not a bad idea. I mean, I love them. They're my favorite. But now they're combining them and putting the little adapters in there, which is super helpful. Yes.
It is very
However, this one is a sock set. So
is this Red Pull the wrong one?
No, there's only socks right now. All the other ones are sold out, but these are for socks. So this is like a sock needle set.
Well, that's
so they're tiny little needles.
Yes. Tiny needles.
Yes.
Yes, but it comes with the needle gauge. There's the adapters right there.
Yep.
If you guys can see, that's what it looks like. But anyways, that's the notion that I use these, of course, all the time. I was getting tired of having to buy a needle for the project And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to tell my husband that I need a set of needles.
With a whatchamacallit and a thingy and a dooma floppy and a... yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Matt, you're
An adapter.
understanding what I'm saying, don't you? That's so funny. Yep.
Yep.
It's all in there. It sure is.
It is all in there.
So, works in progress. Sandra, you're first.
I have a lot to share because I put so much off the needles, but this is my work in progress. Hold on to your hat. It's a sock.
I can't even see what it is.
I know. It's the second. It's the second Ellen sock.
Looks like a needle minder to me.
Right now, it has. There's a knot in my tail in my working yarn, so it's in timeout until I can get the knot out. But that's it.
We're
But that's
throwing
okay.
needles.
That's okay. That's my little circular. So yeah, that's my second Ellen sock.
And they're on DPNs.
Of course. Until I have to do color work. Yep. So that's my work in progress. I think that's literally.
And then you have a wannabe.
I do have a wannabe. So I think I'm gonna hop back onto the Go-Go Dynamo.
Oh, you are?
Now that I've got these two shawls off the needles, I'm gonna hop back into Go-Go Dynamo. So that'll be a work in progress as well. But I love this twisted affair hat. I don't wear hats very often, but the one day it's cold in Georgia, it's nice to have a hat. And this one I pulled for a kit, and then I was like looking at it today, and I was like,
color.
it's kind of the same exact color as my shirt. So I think I will make one out of that. It's Wasco Aran kettle dyed
I
yarn.
love that. And then, you guys, it's a free pattern, and there's the QR code to access the pattern.
Thank you, Hohi.
Yes, thank you, Heather. Matt says he speaks Julia.
I'm learning to speak Julia too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm glad. What would I do without you guys? That's for sure. Thank you.
Doomaflotchy, whatchamacallit,
Doomaflotchy.
thingamajig.
So my work's in progress. So y'all, I opened this up saying that I was in recovery from being emotionally unraveled. And let me tell you why. So I shall start with my Kevin socks and tell you why. I was crying. I was crying over these because I do my socks on double pointed needles. We've already talked about this before. And I see a lot of people using their magic loop, and that's going on my bingo card. That's definitely magic loop socks and 9-inch circulars.
I hear the Wednesday crew cheering.
I want to
background.
do both of those. I really do. So I just thought, I'm just going to take this off the needles. And I was not
Look how
far.
cute they are, though.
I was not far underneath the cuff. And I decided I'm going to do magic loop. So I took them off the needles, started doing that, and I was getting one heck of a ladder that was going up the side of my sock. And then I thought, well, dang it, I'm going to move these to 9-inch circulars and see if I can close up that ladder. I could not move around those tiny 9-inch circulars. I don't know if people are knitters on 9-inch circulars. I don't know how you do it. So that's when I moved my stitches again. I have 64 T90 stitches, and I noticed I'm knitting along, and I have dropped stitches, and they were going all the way back up in here to the very beginning.
Is that what was causing the ladder? The drop stitch? Or were you really having a ladder from tension?
It was a ladder from tension because it was
flip.
right here in between, and the drop stitches were somewhere in here. So I was like, I just can't do this. And then I was thinking, let me just get them back on the DPNs. And then, so I attempted it.
Trusty DPNs, they never fail you.
I mean, yeah. So here I am. I had to start over. I ripped the whole darn thing out because I just could not figure it out. And then I decided I'm just going to do 2x2 ribbing. The pattern actually calls for 1x1, which is how I had started it. But I was over it. And so here I am. But I would like to also now be able to tell you guys that I have made this Kevin sock. I have turned the heel, and this is the new heel that the pattern calls for, which is called a
shadow wrap heel
shadow wrap.
from Earth Tones Girl.
Look, you guys, I did a shadow wrap heel. There are no stitches to pick up on a shadow wrap heel.
She was so
you guys.
cute. She texted me and she said, so wait, when you're done, there's like no gusset to do? And I was like, no, when you're done, you're done. It's time to start knitting the sock again.
I have
so
to clarify,
glorious.
you guys, because not that long ago, I had a sock where I forgot to do the gusset. I just started knitting, and I think I showed it to you, and you're like, well, this is a weird, you forgot your gusset. And I was like, what? So anyway, so I just wanted to make sure that this was legit a pattern that did not call for a gusset. So anyways, look at that cute little shadow rat heel.
It's done. I am so proud of
And
you.
it was not hard. It
No.
was different. You know,
different.
it came with a link to a YouTube video by Earth Tones Girl.
Yes.
Right?
Denise.
Denise, she is absolutely amazing. And her I could not have done it without her video. But she made a comment in her video saying that a lot of people say that it's just going to be too hard. I don't want to try something new. But her comment was, you know, you have to understand that when you're learning something new, it's going to be hard because it's new.
It's new.
But once you wrap your mind around it and you try it, then you'll get used to it. So this is definitely, I'm glad. I cannot wait to get this one off the needle so that I can get to the heel again on the second sock and try this.
It gets easier and easier with every heel because I've done 3 of them now, and I'm helping Lori with hers too. And so teaching it is helping me to learn it better as well. So hopefully by sock 4, I will have it down pat. But yeah, I can't wait to see how it fits.
That's
to be
what
honest.
I was going to say is I cannot give a testimony as to how it feels on my foot.
Right.
But
It must be good.
Yeah.
She put them in all 3 of her sock patterns.
She
It
sure
must be good.
did. She sure did.
I'm excited.
So anyway, so that was
Yay.
a whip that had me in tears, quite literally. Another whip that I have, now, if you guys watched the last episode, you might remember that I got pinned by Sandra.
We're going steady now.
We were talking about when you're doing a large project, especially if it's fingering weight, well, really any project that's going to be a long-term project, you could be knitting on it forever and ever and think that you're not getting anywhere. And so what Sandra does is she recommends putting on a progress marker. So this is where she marked me, and that's the marker that she has here at the store that actually is the name of, it says the yarn winder on it. I'll turn it maybe that way so it might be able to see it better. So if she had not pinned me, then I probably would not have picked this up because this is my purse knitting. So when I'm waiting at the dentist or if I'm standing in line somewhere, this is what I take out. So this is how much I actually did. Where's the pin? Where did it go?
There it is.
So I mean,
Wow.
how many inches do you think that is?
At least 2, maybe 3. Oh, maybe even 4. That's pretty good. And don't you feel better now? If you hadn't had that pin, you would have thought, I haven't done anything. Has it grown at all?
Yeah, you would have picked it up and been like, oh, this is going to take forever. But it really didn't.
Good.
That was probably, I don't know, an hour of knitting total since
Good.
last week, maybe, or maybe more because I was in the car.
Yeah.
We did some car knitting. So that is the MossBlossom. And then I cast on, finally, this one also had me in tears.
Oh.
This is the sock sleeve pattern, which I don't know.
Sock arms.
Sock
No.
arms.
This one's not sock arms. This is Paysage.
This is Paysage. See? I was telling Sandra before we went live, I was like, you know, I have a tendency to be thinking 5 sentences ahead of myself, and then I forget what I was saying. So I'm glad she's paying attention to what's coming out of my mouth. But this is the Sock Arms sweater, and this is the one that Mary came into the shop wearing.
Yes, it's so glorious.
And we all gushed over it. Okay, I switched. See, I was thinking 5 steps ahead.
It's okay.
So this is my sock arm sweater. This one has more progress. This one is a bottom up sweater. You can see.
So cute.
I have made a lot of progress on this one, and I'm using, this is
Quince
Quince
and Co.
Co. Finch. And it calls for the arms to be a different color, and so I chose this Lannis de Nord Infinity sock, and this is one of the colors that we pulled, and I thought we had another color out. I guess we don't, but so
You showed the blue last week.
Oh, the blue, so I'm chose a different one to show you guys.
Different color
but
combo.
This is something that we do have here, and I'm just loving knitting with this yarn. It is so the
Bouncy.
give on that is amazing. I mean, it's wool, but I've never met any other wool yarn that bounces like that. And so I know this is going to be so comfortable. So that's the sock arms. Now I will talk about Paysage, right? If I can find the Paysage. It's in here somewhere. There it is.
There it is.
So the Paysage is a Amy Christoffers pattern.
Yes.
And it is actually a block, not block.
Drop shoulder.
Drop shoulder.
Yeah.
And I learned something with this, you guys. So I'm using this Barocco Millefori. I know Songbird knows how to pronounce it.
Fiore. I don't know.
Yarn. And I fell in love with this. And then I'm using Lannis Light to go onto the shoulders for it. I just fell in love with this yarn. I've always wanted to knit from that particular designer. So I found this one. This pattern was part of the Barocco pattern that you can choose. Look at how gorgeous this is.
Oh, the colors are so pretty.
Of course, it has a rolled hem. All of the hems are rolled hems, which is kind of nice not to have to knit a 1 by 1 or 2 by 2 ribbing on that. So, and I did end up putting, because I know I'm knitting this one on a size 5 needle, and I ended up putting a progress keeper here so that I can keep track of where I am.
Smart.
So, but this one is drop shoulder, and I learned that drop shoulders can also be top down, bottom up, seamed. What else? I mean, the construction is amazing to me, how many options that there are.
People love a drop shoulder though.
I didn't realize, I thought drop shoulder always started at the top. So my plan had been for this to be top down and then the sock arms to be bottom up, and then they'd meet in the middle. So I'd always have something in the rounds. Well, this one, this Paysage, is actually a seamed sweater. And I'm sorry, but I refuse to knit in panels. I was not gonna knit. You start with the back, bottom up, flat. So that would mean
lots of purling.
A lot of purling. And then you turn around and you do the front, and then you seam it up the sides. So I decided to go rogue.
I love it.
100% what I did.
I love it.
Like, you know, maybe if this was summertime and I had more effort and
brain space
to put into it.
Yes.
But I was like, you know, I'm just going to go in the rounds. I'm starting in the bottom. I'm just going to go up to the here.
Up to the here.
Right up to the right.
Up to the here.
And then I'm going to knit flat the top, and then do knit flat the back, and then seam it. And then it's the drop shoulders. But yeah, drop shoulders basically just means it's a boxy cut.
I can't wait to see how this goes. I'm excited.
We'll see if I make it.
You will.
I know I will, because now
you're on live.
I'm live claiming that I'm going to do that. But actually, I mean, this is going to be pretty easy to do. It's just, you know, the brain space I was not going to seam. So, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you know exactly, if you've knit bottom up or top down. I mean, I've heard people refuse to do bottom up and will go straight to where the pattern says and do the collar and go down with it. So,
I had a friend reach out to me on Facebook last night, and she's apparently knitting a sweater, and she said, so this pattern tells me that I'm supposed to knit my sleeves before I knit the collar and the neckline. Do I have to do that? And I was like, I don't see why that would be weird. I mean, and I told her, that's the great thing about knitting. We can do it whatever way we want to. I think it's yours.
I think your voice was in my head when I read seaming. I said, oh, first of all, I ain't doing it.
I have yet to meet a person that says, yay, seaming.
No.
Yet. I'm sure they're out there, but.
So we'll see how it goes. I will show you guys the whole process, and if I come across some
that yarn is beautiful.
I'll share it with you. It is. It certainly is. So those, soon to be whips. So Sandra showed the whips that she wants to do. What I'm going to be doing over the holiday here is, this is called the Woodland Loafers. I've never made slippers before, and I actually purchased this yarn last time I was in here, and I'm going to hold it double. This is the Blue Sky Fibers wool stock.
Worsted?
Worsted.
Yep.
Yes. So I'm going to hold it double for these, and I hear this is one of those patterns.
These don't get felted though, right? They're just knit.
They can. That's one of the reasons why I chose this, is so that it could over time get felted, but you don't have to felt them.
They are so, can I show this picture real quick?
So this comes, you could make this for toddler sizes as well as
look how cute those are.
Huge men sizes. So
No,
I
Brian.
think there's a lot of people that knit this as gift knits as well.
Okay, I'm gonna live vicariously through you, and if they turn out well, I'm going to make some because those look cozy.
They do, don't they?
They look cozy.
Now I have to admit though, and if my mother is watching this, I'm going to apologize, but my mother crocheted. Well, she knitted too, but is that knitted? Is that the right word? Well, anyway, she crocheted, and one Christmas she crocheted everybody's slippers, but they were the most uncomfortable slippers because of the bumps.
Yes.
And so that's why I chose this yarn, is so that if the texture of the knit would bother my foot, then it could be felted because it's 100% wool. And then if it was felted, it wouldn't bother me. Because, you know, some people do have that texture.
When you felt something, it gets smaller. So just keep that in mind. Like if you're felting on purpose, you knit those suckers really big. And then you throw them into the washer and dryer and they get smaller. So just keep that in mind.
That's good
now, with wear and your feet and all that, they may felt on the bottom anyway, which is fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's where I want it to felt.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
So, and then the other one.
Oh my gosh. Okay, for all of those that are thinking baby knits, how sweet is this?
My husband asked me
to have a baby?
A couple months. Oh no. no. That's not where I'm going with this, people.
Okay, just checking.
He has a coworker and who's having their first baby, and my husband actually asked me if I would be kind enough to knit something, and I said, oh my goodness, y'all know I'm not much of a gift knitter, even though I've been knitting like crazy this Christmas.
Yes.
And then I thought, you know, if it was, well, first of all, I told him it's not going to be a blanket. Like, I take my hat off to you ladies who are willing, and gentlemen who are willing to knit a blanket as a gift. But I'm just not going to do it. But I could knit a baby-size cardigan.
How cute
is
this?
So cute. So this goes down to 3-month-old and actually goes up to a couple of years old. And so the yarn.
Oh, stop.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes.
Stop. Look at the back.
So cute.
Oh my goodness.
And it's only, I'm going to do the 12-month-old because the baby's going to be due, I think in March. So
the name of this is Cabriole.
Cabriole by Lisa Chemery.
Sure.
And I'm doing it out of this Cumulus yarn, which is cotton. It's a cotton blend, cotton and nylon, so it can be washed. And it is so super soft, you guys. And for the size that I'm going to knit, so 3, 6, and 1 year, it's only going to take 1 skein of yarn.
Woohoo! Are you serious?
Know,
that's awesome.
You know that I'm going to be able to do that pretty quickly.
Yes.
Knock on wood. I guess you should never really say that out loud because you never really know.
The texture, love the lace.
This is the color
so
that I
sweet.
chose. But there's also these beautiful, beautiful colors. And there's more. You have more that are hanging up there. So.
Yeah, we've got like baby blue and baby pink and white and off-white and oh my gosh.
I can't wait to knit. I'm actually looking forward to knitting a baby-size sweater. Isn't that just precious? And if I really had my stuff together, I could probably then knit slippers because these can be made for children too. But I'm not guaranteeing that. But I am guaranteeing there will be a cardigan.
I cannot wait to see that. That is so cute.
Thank you.
So cute.
Thank you. So those are my whips. Works in progress. Now we move on to finished object. You have been living in dopamine, serotonin bliss because you have cast off some major projects.
Y'all, okay, first of all, let me thank you because doing this with you has got me like, okay, I gotta get on the ball. I can't just languish.
People are paying attention to us.
Yes. So this is the first one. This is the MossBlossom. I'm gonna take it off. Just number 1 because it's hot as can be, but number 2 because it needs to be shown. And she has it seamed in a strange place. I'm not quite sure. I may take the seam out, but this is it. It is done. It is blocked. It is off the needles, and I love it. Yeah, I do love it.
I want to make one.
I just want to make sure the seam. I don't know. I'm sure maybe I'm doing it wrong. Look, it's already coming out. It wants to come out, so that's good. So it's done. MossBlossom by Wool and Pine.
Yes, I think I have it on here. I'll show this is the product page, pattern page on Ravelry.
So good.
It's gorgeous.
It's a 30-row repeat, 12 times.
Did you memorize it before you finished? Like accidentally memorize?
No, but it's very intuitive. Once you get going, you get going. Holy moly. That's a lot of...
Oh, my sister's on. Hey, Camille.
Hi. Thanks for your support last week, Camille.
Well, this is beautiful, and I can't wait to... So, how long was this on your needles?
Oh, geez. It shouldn't have been as long as it was. Let me just say that. Months.
Oh, it's just gorgeous.
But it's fun.
The lace on here.
The lace is my thing. I enjoy knitting texture a lot. I would rather do this than color work any day of the week. But it's not hard. It's not hard at all. It just is 30 row repeat 12 times. Thank you.
Is it taller than you? Did you measure it?
I did not. And now it seemed so. I don't think it is. It probably could have been.
It's close. It's close though.
But it's fun. It's fun.
Good job.
I would knit that one again. I would totally knit that one again.
Beautiful.
Different color. Totally knit that one again. Okay.
I'm gonna knit it. That's gonna go on my to make list.
It's fun.
Which is growing. It grows every day.
Okay. And in between is a teeny tiny little Ellen sock.
And I'm knitting this one too.
So that one was fun. It's done. Number 1 is done.
So
Number 2 is on the needle.
hoe.
This is a hoe. You heard it here.
Which is a half object for anybody out there that doesn't know.
Hasn't been blocked yet. I'm a little worried about these hearts.
You are?
Yeah.
Looks stretchy. You have a tiny foot.
I have a tiny foot, but the heel, that's where it gets hung up on your heel. But we'll see.
Okay.
They're cute no matter what.
They are.
So that's our knit along for this month. So that's off the needles. And then,
drum roll.
Hallelujah. It has not been blocked, so just keep this in mind. I finished this literally last night, is the Scove Bund. And this thing has so many, okay, at our shop we call them love notes, little mistakes here and there that we as knitters know they're there. Other people would probably never notice it. We always point them out for whatever reason. I'm not gonna, because there's so many I can't even remember them all.
You forget about them though.
I'm gonna forget about these because it's done. It's done.
Oh, that's just beautiful.
It needs to be blocked big time, but it is done,
guys.
It is done. Scove Bund by Fiber Tales.
I'll put it up to the screen here. This is what the pattern page looks like on Ravelry. And we will have these all linked in the YouTube video.
Oh, I've got some.
That's so pretty. Yeah. So how many repeats was this? Or is this?
Oh, it's not a repeat. So everything is different. So this is all the fun stuff you cast on the long edge. 418 stitches, I believe we cast on.
Oh my goodness.
25 rows of ribbing on 418 stitches.
Wow. That's dedication.
It was. And then you do all the fun stuff, and then it decreases from there on out. So it gets smaller, quicker.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So I was doing this row just a few days ago, and then it just goes real fast because it decreases every row. So it goes fast.
Beautiful.
And this is Croft DK from West Yorkshire
West
Spinners.
Yorkshire.
Yeah.
That's the one that I knit. I'm going to make gloves out of that.
Oh, I think you're going to love it. You know what it reminds me of is the quince a little bit. It's got kind of that springy nature too.
It sure does.
Yep. It's a little more rustic, but I like rustic when I'm in my crunchy phase.
Of course. It'll be very warm.
It will be warm.
If we could get some cold weather
If we can get some cold weather.
I love how you make these shawls because they're very versatile.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then with our weather, you can take it on.
Yes.
Take it off.
Yep.
Just to fit.
Throw it over your lap. You know, they make a
blanket.
great lap blankets.
That's true. Good point. You can put it in your purse to take to church or wherever you're going.
Movie theater. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so let's see.
Pause.
Yes.
Jennifer's water bottle.
Yes.
Okay, so I have to brag. This is not one of our finished projects, but we have a friend named Jennifer who jumped on the Maxine water bottle bandwagon. And the reason why I'm so excited about this, for Jennifer, this was her first magic cast on, Judy's magic cast on, is that what it's called?
Yes.
Her first magic loop, her first color work. And guys, she nailed it. She nailed it. And this is a gift for one of her clients. And
she said she learned so many new techniques, like you were saying.
Yes.
And this is not, I mean, to be able to learn the magic loop while doing this, and then she did all of her color work. It was the first time she did color work. I'm impressed.
I was too.
And
So I just
then
wanted
her
to show that off. I thought it was
colors just
glorious.
beautiful.
She did like it was a very interesting color palette. It was all greens. It's probably not showing like that on the screen, but they're all shades of greens. And I at first I was like, this is gonna be beautiful. And then I was like, I don't know, maybe the contrast isn't high enough, but look at it. I mean, it is glorious.
Did she use the Barocco Vintage DK or something else, you think?
I think she did. I can't remember either.
Well, good job, Jennifer.
Thank you, Jennifer, for sharing that. It's glorious.
And she did so all of that work, and it's a gift.
Yes.
Did she say she's gonna make another one?
Yes.
For herself?
Yes. Yes. She's
I
hooked.
can't wait to see. I know.
Yes.
They're very addictive.
They are.
Very good job,
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yes, thank you for letting us show it. Okay, so finished objects for me. I'm actually wearing this one I finished. This was maybe 2 years ago. This was my very first cardigan. This is called the Look Squirrel by Casapinka. And that's a picture of what the product page looks like. And like I said, it was my first cardigan, and I did have a button, but I took it off because I've been enjoying having it an open cardigan. But this was such a fun cardigan to knit. And let's see, it is DK, right? Yes, this is a knitted in DK. Of course, this was stash yarn. But if I were to knit it again, I would definitely use either the Barocco Vintage DK or even the Croft DK.
Oh,
wouldn't that be so pretty? Yes, and gorgeous colors in there.
Yes.
So there's lace up here,
I love the
and
little
then
lace
it's
detail.
just back and forth, and then you come back and you pick up the stitches along the band here. I was a little bit worried about doing the pickup stitch this many to do the band. Is that what that's called? What is it?
Button band.
And then you go around the collar. And the sleeves, if I were to do it again, I would probably make the sleeves a little bit longer. I did want to have the elbow length sleeves, but I think if it was more bracelet length, maybe just a little bit longer. But there is lace also here on the...
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
On the cuff, But it's just a... Yeah, and then you had to pick up stitches along the bottom.
That's the joy of a cardigan.
It was, and she says she calls it Look Squirrel is the name of the pattern, because that way, she says, once you get past this lace section, then you really are just knitting and purling until you get finished with it. And then you come back and do the bands.
Okay, so I know when we talked, when you were making this, because this was this indie dyed yarn?
Madeline Tosh. Is that indie yarn?
I don't know if that's considered indie anymore, but you were talking about how you had a little bit of pooling.
I was
and
disappointed.
Maybe you would have.
What is that called? Helix knitting? Where you're supposed to take. Well, but see, I thought, I don't know if that is a indie dye brand or not. But I did notice that there was some dark, you can see the difference right here. But so if I were to do this again, I would either get a yarn that didn't do that, that was more of a solid tonal, or do the helical knittings where you do 1 row or 2 rows and then you switch to a different skein so that you don't get this line right here. But as my first cardigan, I'm okay with it.
I mean, it's gorgeous. I just remember you saying that. I thought that was a good tip to throw out. If that's going to bother you, maybe alternate your skeins a little bit.
I even did this before I did my first sweater. I started with a cardigan.
I remember when you did that, and I was thinking, way to go. Way to go.
Thank you.
Fearless. I love fearless knitters. I love them.
And I actually would knit this one again.
I would knit that one. It's adorable.
Yeah, it's very comfortable to wear. Of course, some people will put 1 button. I've seen it where they do 3 buttons. I've never seen it where the buttons go all the way down, but you could if you wanted to. And then, of course, I have this is my most recent completed object. This is a gift. This is the Maxine water bottle cover. This is my 3rd one.
Yes.
That I've done, and this is using the Croft DK here, and then this is everything else is Barocco vintage DK, and it's so
This is
soft.
craft, right? These owls are craft.
It is. This is a craft pattern that I'm gonna make gloves out of next with the leftovers.
Cute.
But and I'm be making 8 more of these. But I'm gonna spread them out throughout the year though, because I just can't keep.
Don't say that when I have a mouthful of water.
I'm glad you didn't spit it out over the yarn.
Oh my goodness.
I bought a lot of those water bottles because they were on sale. And
It's a good deal. It's a great deal.
at the bottom. And it makes a fun gift because you just wouldn't think about it. And you actually used your water bottle in the store.
I did.
Was it last week?
It was last Wednesday.
And you let me test it out, and it really was comfortable.
It's so lovely. I love them.
Yep. So that's the Maxine Hot. Oh, okay. Then, I didn't pull the yarn out. Oh goodness, this is something.
Quince Puffin. Quince and Co Puffin.
Speckles, puffin, and this, I think there's like 3 or 4 different colors. There's a blue, a green, a yellow, a peach, and this one is kind of like that blue purpley color. This is called the Bandana Cowl, and I did this in an afternoon.
Oh my gosh.
And I love the yarn because it has that
Tweety.
The Tweety bits are different colors, and this was half a skein. I am left with another half a skein, so I last week bought another of a different color that I'm either going to make a hat out of, or I was going to do the ribbing in this blue and then the gloves in the other color. But then Casey tells me, or said, well, what are you going to do with the leftovers of that yarn? And I'm like, well, this just goes on and on, doesn't it? I'm going to have to then make a hat with
No, you're going to make me a bandana cowl and we'll be twins.
Oh, there we go.
Yes. I just signed you up for that.
So, and this is one of those patterns too that I noticed a lot of other makers have made this particular pattern. And I mean, this took me 4 hours to knit.
4?
But there's I should show you guys. Doesn't that just look so adorable? People have made this particular one and then added different colors to put stripes.
Oh yeah, fun.
And then they have also, I'm trying to see if I
cute.
can find it here to show you guys. So here it is with different stripes.
Oh, adorable.
And then somebody put the alphabet, or put their letter, last name on there. Wouldn't that be super first name, whatever. I just think that is so adorable. I could have done that.
Oh, yes. Those are my colors.
And this particular
So
pattern, I want to tell you guys how many, it's a free pattern.
Really?
And there are 15,000 people have made this project.
If you need a quick last minute gift, 4 hours.
That matches what you have on.
Does it?
It does, because it highlights. You don't like it?
I do, but I just,
Because
it's hot as crap.
Oh, it's hot. But the Tweety bits,
Match
there's
the orange.
blue,
Yeah.
there's orange, there's red. I mean, green.
So pretty.
So pretty, so comfortable.
I love it. I love
So
it.
that's
Good
the
job.
bandana cowl.
Love it.
That's my last. Oh, that's my last
Good gravy.
Finished
You have
object.
been knitting up a storm.
gift knitting like crazy.
That's
But I'm
amazing.
actually having fun. I've had fun knitting gifts. There was an enjoyment that I had thinking of the person wearing it and thinking that, oh, they're gonna love. Well, you hope they're gonna love it, right? But yeah, so maybe I'm onto something. Maybe I am a gift knitter.
I will not be converted.
We'll see.
I will not be converted. Oh, this is glorious. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, you guys.
All right. So as we finish up today, I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a Happy Kwanzaa, and a fantastic New Year. Because the next time we see you live, it will be January 8th.
January 8th.
Which will be a whole brand new year.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna miss talking to everybody.
Me too. But we'll have a room full of people in about half an hour.
Oh, that's true. We do.
So-
So come out and knit with us, crochet
Yes,
with us
yes.
today. We'll be here all day long. And also, please share our videos. Leave us a comment. And make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is the Yarn Winder. And we appreciate you guys being here and hope to see you soon. Enjoy your holidays.
Yes. Enjoy your families and your
Yes.
pets. I get to snuggle with Sage
Oh,
for
you
a lot of
do?
days. I'm excited.
Sweet Sage. Sage
Yes.
is her puppy. But it's a big puppy. It's a big dog. It's not really a puppy.
She'll be 3 in January.
She probably weighs almost as much as me.
110 pounds.
Oh, I wish I weighed as much as Sage.
She's
Let's put
huge.
that out there.
She's huge. I know.
So, thanks guys for being
Thank
with
you.
us, and we'll
see you soon.
See you in the new year
Happy
for
New
sure.
Year.
Bye for now.
Bye. I'm going to close this one. You close that one.